Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
Of course I do, you fool. What about you? Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
Oh boy, I love this show. Does anyone else here fuck with Troy and Jerry?
I have been a big fan since the beginning. Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
I love this show so much. Is it time to start yet?
Let's start the show.
Do you fuck with us?
Do you fuck with the Troy and Jerry's?
If not, you're in the wrong goddamn place, Jerry.
No, man. Geek Liberty wants to ride a bike after listening to that. Right on, man. Wait till you hear the other one we got with the bikes. Those are really good, man.
Happy Friday, Jerry.
Happy Friday, Troy. Good to see you, my man. How you been?
Oh, man. It's been a freaking week, dude. It's been a freaking week. Oh. You need to send Jerry, or you need to send Sneaky Pete the new link. I can send it to him too right now.
Oh, a new link? Not the one that I made earlier?
I sent it to him right there.
Just a different link?
He said he doesn't have the link. So, but anyway, I sent it to him now.
Okay, so he'll come along then. All right, good enough. Good job.
Yeah. So you remember how last week I told you that I was having some toothaches and shit?
Yeah, for a while actually.
Yeah, for a while is putting it nicely. A lot of freaking weed, and after the show, my tooth hurt so bad all weekend long.
Oh,
like I was on the only be able to eat like bananas diet, like chewing gently on one side of my face.
Which tooth?
Bruh, it was over here on the top.
Okay.
So I was convinced. Somebody convinced me to finally call a dentist. So on Monday, I spent the whole day Monday researching, like trying to figure out who to go to and how to do it, and getting over my anxiety because I got some issues when it comes to going to the dentist, and they're a little irrational, and I realize it.
Yeah.
But my toothache went away Monday night, and I was like, I suppose I could probably wait. My wife was like, call the goddamn dentist. So I'm like, all right. So I scheduled it. I got into the dentist on Tuesday, but the dentist had an emergency. So the assistant just took x-rays, and then she rescheduled me for Thursday. And I went in Thursday, and the dentist immediately was like, we can talk about all your treatments and all these things and, compromise and negotiate and stuff. But one thing I won't negotiate on today, Troy, is that tooth needs to come out right now.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh, like right now? Like right now? And she's like, right now. So
yikes. Like they're coming for me right now.
yeah. So I had emergency tooth extraction and bone grafting done.
Yikes.
Yesterday. So
Yikes.
They sliced open my gums and they put in like bovine or pig bone or something into my jaw. Then they cut my gum flaps and sutured them together to hold the little bone grafts and shit in there. Now, I'm going to show you my tooth. So if you're easily grossed out, Close your fucking eyes and get off the internet.
I
Check
can't believe how
this
good
thing
you
out.
look.
This thing
Oh.
came out of my jaw. This is what the problem was.
You had an alien in your face.
I had this big nasty ass tooth. Yeah, look at those.
Yikes. That's legit, dude. Like that's a whole motherfucker trying to hang on.
Yeah, that thing was up in there.
Oh,
But now it's gone. Now it's gone, and I'm toothless. I was worried that it was going to change my voice and make me talk like with a lisp or something like that.
That's the wrong tooth.
No, man, dude, I was on a podcast as a guest a few years ago, and I apologize for not remembering the name of the show, but I remember the guy had a lisp, and I remember I asked him after the show, I'm like, "Yo, like, what happened to you got like something happened in your mouth?" And he's like, "Yeah, I had a tooth pulled." And because I worked with this guy before and he never had a lisp before. And yeah, like having his tooth pulled made him talk funny.
Fucking hey, well, I'm glad it didn't happen to you. You don't even look different or sound different. Like I'm amazed this happened. Like you're saying this is yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday morning, 9 a.m. is when I had. Yeah, I am a shark. I am.
Wow. Yeah, no shit, man. Well, fuck, I'm glad you're all right, bro.
Yeah, it was a different thing. So unfortunately, I can't vape. I have to go 4 days without vaping. Yesterday was the first. I assume yesterday was the first. Like that counts as day one. Like I assume it's not starting today.
Yeah,
anyway,
let's do that.
So
This is day 2 for sure. You don't want this to be day 1.
I can't vape. I can't drink sparkling water, which are 2 of my favorite things to do.
Right? Wrong.
So I did bring some edibles tonight. I brought some edibles out, and they're nano emulsified, so they're fast acting.
Get the fuck out.
Some tangerine ones, and then I also got a little raspberry tea, cannabis infused, like 100 milligram.
All right,
that I got. So I'm gonna got that covered. Yeah.
Okay, so we should still be getting high, just differently. And I was worried that you hadn't taken some already, because for me, I can wait an hour and a half before I feel shit. But that nano is supposed to hit you quickly, huh? The nanos.
Yeah. Plus, I ate one while you were taking a leak in the pre-show, like when we were like, let's go live, and you left, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna eat one right now.
Oh shit! One of those that you just ate, is that another nano?
That was the second one. You want to see it up close?
Well, the purples were nanos, right? Or is that purple?
These are nano as well.
Okay.
Well,
fast acting nano cannabis infused sativa gummies tangerine twist. You got 10 milligrams per. They put 10 in there, right? I mean, that's pretty standard shit.
Yeah. You want to see the inside here?
How do they taste? It tastes good.
They're really good.
How do they smell?
Nice and squishy. They smell like fruit, man. They smell like fruit candy.
Is it mango or something? What specific flavor you got there?
This is tangerine.
Oh, that's gonna be great. I love tangerine.
Mm-hmm.
What's the purple one that you held up? What's that one?
Galactic grape.
Hell yeah, galactic. Fuck a regular.
Let's bust these open.
Galactic
try these.
grape.
Oh, I love grape candy, man. Grape candy is one of my favorites. These almost look like frozen grape soda, like the way they edges are white.
On that. Let's see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 of these right now.
I think you ought to pop a shit ton down. It's only 100 milligrams per. You know what I mean? Like, how much does it take for you to normally feel it?
For edibles?
Yeah, I would be in the hundreds.
To feel it?
Yeah. I pop 5, 6, 7 of those 10 milligrammers. I don't get shit going on.
Yeah, probably about the same, honestly. Normally, vaping as well as taking edibles.
Okay. What's this shit?
This is raspberry high tea, wild raspberry high tea. But I need to figure out how to open this motherfucker.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm with you, man. Oh shit! Did it get you?
Got me.
I want to see that in slow mo someday, man. That was good.
Dude, remember the last one I opened? I opened it like up close to the camera, and it like got the perfect spray. That was fun. That was fun.
So this is a raspberry tea with some weed, raspberry tweed.
Tastes like raspberry iced tea.
Right on. Only
Not
it's got
bad.
the weeds in it, huh?
Not bad. I don't know if I opened it the right way or not, but it's working.
Well, I'm gonna dab while you do that. I got
You
I got
should
me a
dab.
dab ready. So
You
any
should
guys
dab.
in the chat, you ready to dab? Throw your D's out. Let's get this rolling.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ready to hit the dance.
Troy and Jerry, who's ready?
Are you ready, Troy and Jerry?
You would recognize this next dab from my favorite show.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready to hit the dance.
Yeah. I
Are
am.
you using the dab ready right now? What you got?
Yeah, but I've got it on my my beaker, so it's a little weird for me. But yes,
Okay.
the
Very nice.
beaker here is for God damn it! It's the beaker that comes with my Riptech heat wand, and so that's the glass I'm going to use all night.
All right. All right. I wish I'd be dabbing. I got my review up on the Zen Leaf.
Ooh,
Jerry, I'm not
far
sure.
out. And the venti. This is the venti right here.
Well, this one's the Zen Leaf. So I showed you this last week, but I worked on it quite a bit over the weekend and during the week as well. I put up some
Damn,
little
you've been
bowl
busy.
comparisons and
Got
got it
busy,
all.
man. Oh, it looks like
Yeah.
a fucking wrestling belt, man. I love it.
What?
That looked like a wrestling belt, like a WWF belt buckle.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah. So this
Nice
is the
work, dude.
vape that's been on my desk. Been busting some ass with this vape. Really digging it. So check out the site if you're interested in that. It's the cordless option. And yeah, as I pointed out earlier, the Venti. I've been also working on my Venti review. I don't have a video yet, but I'm working on a video. Actually, working on 2 videos. So I got a bunch of
Busy.
Venti content up on 420 Vape Zone. I also added it to the portables page.
Very nice.
And the best desktop page got the Zen Leaf edition as well. So yeah,
I love
good stuff. Good stuff. Check out 420vapezone.com for all your dry herb and cannabis vaporizer review needs.
Check that shit out.
I wish I could dab. God damn it, Jerry.
I know. I wish you could too. I'm sitting here looking for a different piece of glass from now on. I didn't like that. Most of my glass is in the other room.
I kind of remember the 505, Donna. Like, Jerry, do you remember the 505?
No.
You were there, weren't you? Pretty sure we sat next to each other.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now I remember that. Yeah, that was the milligrams. I thought, was it 505?
Yeah, it was 505 milligrams is what I took that night. It was 500, and then somebody gave me a 5 milligram gummy, and I ate that too. So that's where the 505 came from.
Bro, you were rock bottom baked at the dinner, man. Like you were baked. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great,
Yeah,
dude.
I remember. I remember we were vaping at the table, vaping at the restaurant, and then we got kicked out.
Was that the same weekend that we did the 1,000 milligram can or something, or was that a different?
I think that was the next year, wasn't it? Or the 6 months later?
Probably. It was one of the last
your-
few shows.
Your wife was there when we did the 1,000.
Yeah. She's making sure in case she needed to pick me up somewhere, man.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. So listen, you want to check out these? What's the plural of lotus? Is it loti?
Low ties, I believe what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
I
I
think
got-
so.
I got 4 of these motherfuckers all lined up.
You're up to 4 now.
My-
I haven't gotten my 4th. It's just beautiful. They're pulling together in a way that I never really envisioned. Like it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. The Lotus here, the new ones are beautiful. We're gonna show you those. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Try it, Jerry.
Yeah.
Super beautiful. Super beautiful.
Dude, they just keep getting more and more. Like we showed off this blue Lotus not long ago. You have right there. Not even like a few weeks ago, I think.
The blue one was a couple weeks ago. This thing is special. This thing is slam. I really dig
that's
this.
dope.
And then just
then you
got
got
this other
something
one
today.
here. Yeah, this one. Let's take a look at this.
Oh man, we got gold going on here. This is the Paduke, right?
Can you see yourself in that reflection? There you are. Hello, Jerry. Yeah, this
Dude, look at that.
is Paduke. It's the same wood as the new Dynavap Woodwind, which is popular as well.
That's right.
Lovely. I wish I could vape on this.
That's gorgeous, man. I like how the gold works with that wood right there and the grains. The
Yeah.
Paduke is really nice. I mean, the one I have that's vape cap is more orangey, and that's got a really nice. That wood right there goes beautifully with the gold. Look at that. What's the black one from? When's that? What's going on there, man?
This is my original one, I believe.
Okay, we're going back on that. Nice. So that's your orig.
I'm pretty sure.
That looks like it's got the most use from you.
I think this is the one that JoJo sent me.
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. These things are on their website now. I don't know the whole story. I just know that they're either only available this month or only on sale or something. But check them out this month because I think something changes in January with it. But yeah, those things are. I had no idea that's where we were headed when they bought that company and saved it for us, man. I didn't know we were going to have like all these amazing lotuses or lodi or whatever we're going to call them. So this is beautiful.
Yeah. Do you know how much it is? Is it more expensive? Is it?
I didn't look it up. Let me see here. Let me see how quickly I can find out for us. Because the other one was called the Black Friday special or something like that, which I thought was kind of funny. So let's see. We got. Oh yeah, it's only available this month. It's 99 euros. Excuse me. And then the kits are like 119 euros. I think it's right about the same dollars. So that's nice. Yeah, you can get the kit, like we showed with the Blue Lotus with the J hook and the water pipe adapter, and then the cap that you showed all for 119. It's normally 157, so it's like almost 40 euros or $40 off, which puts it at around 25% off. So, but yeah, that's this month only. So that's why I'm glad we were able to talk about it today because it's not going to be around that long.
Yeah. Yeah. So you basically got till the end of the year to get it if you're looking for the special ones.
Correct. The cap, Lotus special. Oh, that's a Christmas cap. No, the Paduke is also special Christmas kit, only available this month. Yeah. So you can't get them all the time. This is only for this month. So yeah, that's beautiful. Must have a limited run on them. So.
Yeah, watch some previous episodes if you're curious on how the Lotus works. It's a great little ritualistic vape. It's a convection radiant device. Great for herb. Great for hash, I guess. People use it for hash as well.
I like it on the bong.
Yeah, it's a fun. We rated it pretty low for being on the bong, but that episode where we did the bong vapes was kind of like very specific to like I want to rip bongs and not fuck around doing unicycle dances and shit. But listen, Jerry, we promised people that Sneaky Pete would be here and he's not here. Where the hell is Sneaky Pete?
Hey dude, where the hell is Sneaky Pete? Sneaky Pete, a Pete, a Pete, a Pete, Pete.
Where in the world is Sneaky Pete? A Sneaky Pete, 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 Pete. Is he in the bathroom or hitting the vents in his living room? Does he live in a trailer park? And is he live on trial and everything?
Yeah, where the hell is the Sneaky Pete?
Oh, he comes right now. It's Sneaky Pete, 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 Pete.
There he is. There's Sneaky Pete.
What's up, bud? Can you hear us? We can't hear you. You got a mute on somewhere?
Oh, we should have done a sound check or something first.
Well, we didn't catch.
Whoa! No, there we go. There we go. I think we're good.
What'd you do with
what
that?
are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. My thing's got some like built-in stuff. You can do this.
What the fuck is it?
You're on a
I
Mac
don't even know how I'm triggered. Look at this though.
Are you on a Mac?
Triggering hearts. Yeah, I'm on. It does things I'm not even quite sure. Like it does a thumbs up. It does. Yeah, it does that a lot apparently.
You do the left-handed.
I don't even know how.
shake.
I don't know how it does that. I know it does a thumbs down. I think. There we go. See.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Just like live emojis, man. That's pretty cool song you guys got. Who's your song guy? You got a song guy?
We got a
Song guy, I love it, man. Yeah, we got the song guy position filled. He's in there
Wow,
finally. so-
that's good. And now there's a 50% chance I break this before the stream is through. But
Holy crap! Look at all
I
those
know.
keck clips.
I was just seeing how excessive I could get this set up here. It's an 18 male. So then I got an 18 male to 14 female adapter, dry herb catcher, and then mini nail drop down adapter that I just found. I didn't even realize I had this. So I had to set it all up at the same time. But just before we started the stream, I dropped a beaded J hook of all things.
Oh fuck!
So I'll be finding
today.
beads for the next year
Yeah,
and a
you
half,
will.
probably. But
Yeah, you will.
it's certainly it's just part of having a glass kind of based business and just a glass based lifestyle. You're going to drop some glass. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Well,
happen,
you're just flexing with the drop down. I see no need for that, but that's cool.
It's totally just a flex. It's complete. I got this one picture I did one time. I had like 10 drop downs and then a banger at the end. It was pretty
Nice.
cool, but it's like super dangerous. At any time, you're just waiting for that thing to come down, But
I remember,
here we are.
What's his name? Red Band. He was one of the earlier cannabis influencers on YouTube. He was
Yeah.
one of the cannabis YouTubers who would make smoking videos and dab videos. And he did one of those videos where he took all of his ash catchers.
Oh
and
yeah.
put them on one ball. He had like 12 ash catchers, and as he was like lifting it up to show it off for the video, like they broke and it just toppled, and yeah,
It can tell when you're lifting it up. I think it knows, it knows when it's time.
It
Smashes
knows.
the appropriate time.
Nap
But especially it's
them all,
that
man.
it did have like a nice, good solid second where I realized it was going to happen, but there was nothing I could do. You just kind of felt it give out and then just beads. But that's the key. You get a flashlight, right? Get a flashlight on your floor, shine that on your floor, and that's how you find the glass.
yeah.
At least
Cast
most
little
of the
shadows
glass.
and stuff. Yeah,
And the rest
You
of it you'll
will find
find
them
in your
forever.
feet.
in your
But
feet.
here's a little tip though. If you ever have broken glass in your life, don't do what I did at first. If you're like, say you're picking up some broken glass and then you put it in the garbage can, next thing you have to do, go to a sink and just turn on the tap and just let it run over your hands. Because I had it happen before. I thought I had just a little piece of dust or something like that on my
And you
hand.
wipe it.
You go, yeah, and then it's just a razor sharp piece of glass, and you just slice your hand open, right? So,
Yep.
yeah, it happens, but it's like I think that's when a piece is really yours, when it sees blood for the first time, Until then, you really own it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you got
what's going on in the Think Dank guys?
you're looking at it, bro. We're in
so
December.
You're on like a no weed thing going on or something.
Well, I can do weed. I just can't vape or smoke. I had a tooth pulled,
Oh.
so
It's funny. I had a tooth pulled very recently too.
yeah.
Like a couple, it was actually, it was really funny. So we're flying home from the venti party, in the airplane as one does. I'm eating some bugles and you're just kind of like biting down. Then all of a sudden it's just like, that's hard. And it's like, oh, it was my tooth. My tooth broke off. It was like, it was compromised already,
wow.
but it's just like half of my tooth broke off. And it's kind of like, ugh. That makes you feel like you really don't have your stuff together. Like if you're losing teeth, you really feel like your life is falling apart. You know what I
That
mean?
is rough.
Yeah.
Might not be like your fault. These things kind of happen, but it just doesn't make you feel good. So I went to the dentist though, and he was just like, yeah, it's like, there's nothing you can do. You got to take that thing out, and so be it. So, good times.
Which tooth broke for you?
It was a very, very back bottom
Okay.
passenger side. So, it had like a massive feel. It's one of those things like if anyone's watching this stream and you're in your 20s, take care of your teeth. Take care of your teeth because you can't go back in time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And everyone's going to have that moment of realization at some point where they're like, damn, I really got to start taking care of my teeth, But by then it's like, if you're 35, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to have some
And-
teeth taken out.
For me, like they push flossing so hard, like if your gums are bleeding, it's because you're not flossing, and then You got to floss every day and then your gums won't bleed anymore. First of all, bullshit. Like I remember like being committed for a while and being like, I'm going to floss every single day. So my gums will stop bleeding and my dentist will stop bitching at me.
Yeah.
And I went like, 4 weeks and shit. Now the fucking, you looks like somebody murdered a goddamn animal in my sink every time I floss. Yeah, it's like, so like it kind of felt like I was being bullshitted to some degree.
I kind of, I always wonder that too. Like, here's a little litmus test. Go into your dentist next time and just say to your dentist or to your hygienist, be like, hey, is it a good idea if I take like just a hard, sharp piece of metal and I just kind of scrape my teeth? Like, is that kind of a good thing? They'd be like, no. And I'm like, well, why do you do that then? Every time I come in here, you do that, right? Like, is it good or is it not good? Because it just doesn't really think about it. It doesn't sound good for your teeth, like scraping them with metal. You know what I'm saying?
They're trained professionals, though.
I think it's it's a pre-built system to get you back in. We scrape the teeth. Oh, you got a cavity. Oh, who would have known? Wink, wink.
I've scraped my own before, man. I went through that same mentality. I was like, I just want this little gap here cleaned out. I don't need to. I
bought my own fucking dental tools.
Yeah, I've got them too, man. I just scrape my own fucking teeth now. If I want in between, afterwards it feels so good. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what they do when I go in. Yeah, I got that.
But let me ask you this: have you ever heard of oil pulling? Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
I have tried it. It's weird. It's weird.
It's weird. I just started doing it this week. I was reading some really good stuff about it, and it's like it's cheap, it's easy, it's no risk or anything like that. So I've been doing it for a few days, and I'm liking it so far. But it's really weird to have to not swallow or spit out for like they say you're supposed to do it for 15 minutes. You got to build your way up to that. Like the first day doing it.
You put coconut oil in your mouth and just like
apparently it's like an ancient technique for like a teeth cleaning technique. So you're just supposed to take like a teaspoon of coconut oil and put it in your mouth. It melts quite quickly, and then you just swish it around. And apparently it has antibacterial properties and all the swishing. It gets in all the nooks and crannies and under your gum line and everything like that. It's supposed to just be super, and you can put like a little bit of spearmint and stuff like that in there. It's supposed to be really good for your teeth, but I'm gonna try it. Like I say, the one falling out was a real real eye opener for me. It's just like, okay, we can't have any more, no more.
Yeah, I had to call my dad. Like when my shit happened, I had to call him because my dad has dentures. So I was like, how old were you when your fucking teeth fell out or whatever? Yeah, turns out he was like 25.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
He was like in the military and shit. And like,
so you're doing great.
Yeah, he was in the Air Force and he went to the dentist in the Air Force, and the Air Force dentist was like, these gotta go. And like pulled a bunch of teeth.
This is just easier if I do this. I don't have to see you again after I do this.
Had to be the military, because I would like go to a different dentist. I'd be like, no, they don't, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to try to keep your teeth. But I've gotten like, you get in a rabbit hole of anything, and then these people are telling me they're using this oil pulling with this extra stuff in it, and they reversed gum damage and regrew bone and stuff. And I was like, okay, I don't know about that, but let's at least give it a go for a couple weeks and see what we think.
I got pig bone in mine now. Like they use.
You got an implant?
I don't have an implant yet. They just did a bone graft.
Oh, but you got a pig bone. Interesting. Because I went and saw somebody about a potential implant, and you know what they said what the default that they put in your body is?
What?
Cadaver.
Oh, yeah.
Human bone. And I'm just like, I'm really uncomfortable with is it one human? Like, is this just how many humans bones, which bones, or what do we, and they're like, they're completely clean. And I'm like, well, I assume they're clean. I didn't think they were going, it's like, they're not going to be covered in, skin and things. Like, no, I didn't think so. But then they said they were going to use after that, cow. They said cow is option 2.
I'd rather have human, man. No,
you want human, eh?
Yeah, get my own species. It's got a better chance of staying in there and making its way.
It's like some guys
their soul.
Yeah, it's all their toe bones or something, like it's just all feet bones.
I was actually just talking about this a little bit. We were watching a show earlier today about that had a heart transplant going on, and I was going, not interested in another person's heart. Like that would be like changing my brain out or something. The heart has so much going on and is so much of who I am and my memories and my feelings and my preferences, and so much of the personality is in the heart. I'd be like, I don't want to see it go or have somebody else's in there. You know what I mean? Like that'd be funky.
Oh, they do eyes, like they do all kinds of stuff. It's absolutely incredible the things that they can do. But yeah, it's a if push comes to shove and you're like, hey, you got a choice to make kind of thing, You want the it was just like for me about the bone. I'm like, I'm not doing the cadaver bone, man. Okay, have you guys watched Oz?
No.
Oh, HBO. HBO
You're talking about
show
like the new Wizard of Oz or something? Or
no, it's an HBO show from the 90s, and there's a dental scene in Oz. If you look it up, it is like one of the most gruesome scenes I've ever seen. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't watched the series yet, but yeah, really just kind of like made me think twice about doing anything in my mouth. You know what I mean? It is just like like that old early 90s HBO. You know what I mean? When it was like they pulled no punches. Yeah, it's a good show. Really, I am
watching it. I don't need to watch that. Thanks, man. Thanks for
just
the warning.
Don't watch that scene.
I got HBO Max. I should check it out. I just finished Silicon Valley for like the 14th time.
Oh, Silicon Valley, that's a good show.
Well, Troy, you can always use suppositories for your weed. So that'll always work.
Could. I've never tried one of those, but I've heard they're wonderful.
It'd be an odd sesh. Eh?
Yeah.
Right? That would be a great sesh.
Hey, help me with this.
You pass this to the left or right again? I don't remember.
Well, bottoms up,
Let's all hit this at the same time.
I'm feeling it, man. Is that like, can you buy those down there? Like, is that a thing? Like you go to this,
I don't know.
I think I've heard of it, but I don't know if that's like,
probably in the CBD space.
It's my mom was telling my grandma, she's, quite elderly and she's like in a care home getting care and what have you. But she was telling me they got her on this. It's like, synthetic weed. And it's all, they remove any of the euphoria. And she's telling me about it. I'm like, this sounds terrible. Like this sounds like a way worse way to do this. Like, there's just a natural thing, but I guess they don't really give like old people edibles in the home, you know what I mean? But it just seems weird, like a real version of something or a synthetic version. Like usually real is going to be the way to go, right? But she didn't take any edibles with her. I offered, but no one is down. So how did you guys like the venti party?
It was a good time.
You had a short trip there, Troy. You're next door almost.
Yeah. Jerry actually flew in early and crashed at my house. Like,
nice.
He was here for like 5-6 days. Felt like,
dude. After the delay, it was almost a week.
Yeah,
because I was coming in for 4 and ended up being 5 or 6 or something.
I opposite muted it, but all good.
Thursday to Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah, it was Thursday to Tuesday. So technically, 6 days, not really, but you know what I mean. So yeah, cool. I was there for a bit. That was fun, man. It was a good time though, man. The weed bar was awesome. I had so much fun at the weed bar. I just stayed there the whole night. Beat the hell out of that.
Yeah. That guy's, he's just showing me all the jars, and as he opens them up, they're just better and better and better and better. And it's like, what are you doing here? I told him the first thing I'm doing when I go home is shutting down my grow, like priority number 1. Like, okay, all right.
That's what he made me feel like too. Like, I'm like, man, I was getting ready to plant some seeds. I don't know if I'm inspired or fucking
I have no idea what I'm doing, apparently. Like, yeah, that's a good way. Am I inspired or depressed? Just made me want to achieve, or just like, well, I currently have my grow tent set down because it's really hard to grow good weed. Like to grow to grow okay weed, I don't think it's that hard. I think it's reasonably easy to grow okay weed, but like I'm just not growing the stuff that's as good as what I'm buying, and it's just like I just can't take that step down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's really hard when you have like super good weed, and now it's like this is okay. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. It's no suppository, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, my last harvest, I never finished trimming. Because it wasn't good enough.
Right. So you're just like, why am I doing this? It's gonna take hours and hours.
Yeah, it's still hanging in my closet. Did you see it when you
Oh,
were here,
really?
Jerry?
I
I meant to show
think
you.
so. Maybe I
It's
saw
gonna
so
all go to
much.
gummies. I'm just gonna turn it all into gummies.
But so what are you gonna do to process? Like, do you have a keef roller, whatever? Like, you know what I mean? Those hash rolling tumbler.
No, I don't have anything like that. I'm just gonna decarb the bud and
Oh, okay. Just
make
see,
like an oil.
See, I remember back in the day seeing like a big tumbler, and you would put like lower grade weed in there, and it was like, a screen tumbler, and
Yep.
then you would just be left with all the keef kind of thing. I would love to get something like that. I think that would be perfect, especially if you had super, super dry flower. But I
Yeah.
haven't seen one of those in a long time.
I mean, I was looking at the products that were purchased through my Amazon affiliate link earlier, and somebody purchased like this. It was a flour sifter, like it was made to sift flour, but it looks like it's also like able to make dry sift.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Because it had like all these different micron layers that you could stack in there. So I'm like, why is somebody gonna filter their flour through different micron says?
Yeah, it's probably
And
that
it's
was me,
flour,
actually.
FFLOUR, the white shit, not the WER shit.
Oh, well, that's further confusion then.
Yeah. I mean,
Those
maybe it was
Amazon
just-
affiliate links. So sometimes, apparently thumbs up.
Good job, Pete.
I've got an Amazon affiliate link, and like occasionally somebody just buys a massive purchase, and then it's just like you get like $30 or something like that from one purchase somebody makes, and it doesn't even have to be your link, which is nice.
right.
Somebody
Beautiful.
buys a
Like it doesn't have to be
couch or
the
something
product
like
that you
that.
link to.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's a good way to have it set up. But Amazon at the same time too. It's like I have a bit of a moral struggle every time I order from Amazon. You know what I mean? Because it's just like I shouldn't be doing this. Like it's just I shouldn't be doing this, but it's just they're just too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like okay, let me ask you this, because it's always interesting talking to people who live in different geographic locations. Does Amazon have something where they deliver it overnight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I can get the same day.
No, but I'm talking like specifically at night. So like not same day. Like it's just like it's a delivery between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. It's like a nighttime delivery.
No,
I don't think so.
And they just started doing it here, and it just makes no sense to me, because we had a package, and it was just ordered it, and it said it was going to be overnight. It's there when I get up in the morning. I'm just like, how did you guys get in? Like how did you get into our building? Because you didn't buzz me in the middle of the night. And I assume you guys don't all have fobs to our building, but it was just like, how'd you get in here?
Dude, it's Amazon.
I think I have had some things. We ordered toothpaste. This is probably like 3 or 4 months ago. We ordered toothpaste, and it showed up the next day, and it wasn't in any packaging.
Weird. Just like a straight
like what's on the front doorstep? Oh, it's a 3-pack of toothpaste with an Amazon sticker on it. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
It was in the tube box, right? Like the Colgate box or something.
Yeah, I don't even. It was just like the 3-pack plastic wrap.
Just
like,
some guy standing out there ready to dab your brush.
I've had Amazon stuff come in like Walmart bags.
That's weird.
Like an Amazon, like some just like it just makes more sense to run to Walmart and buy this and deliver it than it does to ship it.
With the receipt in there, that would have been hilarious, man.
Just do it as quickly as they possibly can.
That's fucking great.
Amazon does crazy logistics. That's
they do. I mean, it's a crazy company. I mean, I really wish I bought a bunch of their stock years and years ago, but
Crazy.
really easy to do investing in reverse. That's what they say. If you're going back, it's like super, super easy. You can get rich a bunch of different ways. Do it in real time though, a little harder, So I thought the Venti party was pretty cool. We were down there just a quick trip, just the down one day and home the next day. So it was a very short and sweet trip. But we went to the next day. We went to Rodeo Drive, did some walking around there. Zoo wanted to check it all out. We went to Cheesecake Factory, sat by the most stereotypical grouchy old ladies I have ever seen. It was just hilarious. Like, because you're sitting beside them and you're just like, oh, they're gonna ask to talk to the manager. Like you just know it. Where's the manager of this? You know, I've been coming here for 30 years. You know, just go. This is like boot leather. It's ice cold. You know, everything is just the extreme version of whatever the perhaps legitimate complaint is, kind of thing. And then she wanted a chicken salad. If it's not here in 5 minutes, I'm leaving. And he's just like, it's not gonna be in 5 minutes. We're gonna cook it for you. So it'll in 5 minutes. If this has cilantro in it, I'm leaving. It's like, just go, please. Do everyone a favor. You know you're not paying for this as of now. Okay, so just. And then we saw them like 30 minutes later in Sephora. Didn't even know it was them. We just heard somebody having some confrontation. Well, they told me this was on sale. And then, you know, you look and it was these ladies with their poor granddaughter, and they're dragging their granddaughter around. She just is, you know, they do this a lot, don't they? Like this is like, great. But for some people, that's their hobby. Well,
you can tell the era and generation they're from if they use the term boot leather. That's
yeah.
There for you.
I thought it was definitely
like boot leather. My granddad around here somewhere. What the hell?
I remember this company flew me to Norfolk, Virginia for an interview, and they took me out to lunch. And the hiring manager was so fucking rude to the waiters.
Yeah,
that somebody else on the team like apologized to the waiter as we were leaving, like as the like the mean person left, and then the last person to leave was like, "I'm so sorry, she's a real fucking," you know. I was like, holy shit! I'm like, I don't want to fucking work here.
Your new boss.
Yeah.
Oof. No thanks.
I broke out, Pete. I don't know what you warmed up today, but I pulled out my Riptech glass and bowl, and I got the heater up here. It's not really tuned. I'm not expecting a killer session from it because it needs to be tuned, believe it or not. But
really,
this vape is a full commitment to glass only vaping, man, and it's kind of unique that way. I dig it. So
you heat that with a heat gun?
No, it's a heat wand, which is basically their soldering iron. This is probably a 20-plus-year-old design now or something.
Wow.
I mean, it's exact, you know, the Ripmaster heat wand.
Look at that.
Yeah. And so it's cool. Make sure I don't burn this on the other one here, but that's an all glass spiral path around a soldering iron. So you just get
wow.
And so it's a heater cover, one big ass piece. And it's the most intricate piece of glass I've ever had, and had to get it just right on here. It's funky, but at any rate, then you go right into this bowl with a glass screen in it, and it's just all glass. It used to be what I would only break out for like special occasions until it got to where I had to tune it. It is as Troy would say, there's a little bit of a unicycle learning curve to it, and there's definitely a learning curve to tuning it. Like tuning it is funky. So, yeah. But anyhow, we'll see what I get. This is a bigger bowl than I was hitting earlier. So, but the taste is usually great on this thing. What'd you heat up?
That's I got a dosing caps with a venti here. I feel like
I thought you were gonna bring out plugins.
I got more stuff too. I got it all here, ready to go. Look at this. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Flower wand. Yeah.
Actually, I should hit my flower wand with this wacky setup. I'm sure everyone wants to see this. See if I can break this or not.
Dude, you might.
I don't.
This will be interesting. Something's gonna snap, bro. Something's gonna give.
It's not looking good. I'm not gonna lie, but I've already committed. It's like I'm like Michael Scott. I'm too far gone. You know, I gotta go with it now.
Orange brilliant cut. God damn.
I know.
Gorgeous grinder.
It's the nicest one I've seen them make. I don't even know if did they sell this one. I don't know if it was I think it might have been one they gave me because they were trying to make it and they were having a really hard time.
No, they sell it. They
do.
The orange. I remember they had problems with it or something. Like it was one of those things. But yeah.
Yeah, especially in the light, eh? Like it really, really looks good when you catch a little light on it.
Yeah.
The burned.
I still want like one of every color of their grinders just to have like I have like collector syndrome, you know, like just want them.
Oh, I was going to do now.
It's easy with that grinder to get that way, man. It's such a dope ass grinder to do that with. I mean, I like my triple color and then the stuff that we have, but it's dope. It's a kick ass grinder.
Sneaky Pete and the old flower wand. Is that the ball vape of choice these days? Is that what your heaviest hitter?
You know, it's definitely one I reach for a lot. The only thing I don't like about it, I don't love this.
Yeah.
the silicone condom kind of thing, just because it
I
moves
feel like
around.
a preschooler. I feel like a preschooler every time. It's like you can wrap my whole hand around it. It's just
Turn
like
it
my
the other
penis,
way.
you know?
Turn it the other way.
You got it backwards on the stand. No, your handle was fine. Your stand was backwards. No, go back to
Oh,
what
like
you're. Yeah,
this.
there you go.
Oh,
There you go. I hate that stand.
where's the
and I was
mind
doing.
blowing emoji?
I
I'll
was
just give you
doing.
one of these, Jerry.
There you go. Hook me up with that shit, man.
Come
Dude, we
on.
were doing
There we go.
our show on the damn thing, and I had it the way you had it, and I was complaining about it the whole fucking show. And then afterwards, I got an email from them, and they said, "Hey, man, just flip that thing around. It works."
That's hilarious. I've been complaining about this thing since I'm just like, this is just, I don't know why they did it like that, but that actually, I can't believe I never tried that actually.
Oh, with
'cause
the
it's
angle?
just- yeah, it's just like, oh, now it sits flat. Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
I still don't like the stand. It needs. I'm spoiled
Yeah.
by the flower pot stuff where you fucking anchor it. Like it feels like that is. You have
Yeah.
to drag it off. You know what I mean? So,
Well, like the Freight Train Pro stand is another one that's like solid as a rock. It's not going anywhere, right? It's just like, that's a nice, wow, that is really, thanks for the tip there, Jerry. This is great.
right?
Oh, wow. Look at that. Now, is that the wireless cannabis hardware system?
Yeah.
What do
What
they
they
what do
call
they
it?
call
Zen
that?
Leaf, right? Zen Leaf, Troy. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Zen Leaf. So this is the Jane,
Oh.
and then there's also a diffuser one
Wow.
called the Mary. So this one fits on shovel head bowls.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And there's like 5 different housings. So there's all sorts of
I like
varieties.
how the setup there, how it's all just like the controller and the housing all in one like that. That's pretty slick.
Me too. I love the big, heavy metal footprint. You know,
Yeah.
like I had to like move things around my desk and like, oh, here we go. You know, like that thing is not gonna get pushed
Heave it
off,
down.
or it's not gonna slide when something pushes against it. You know.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Jerry, you're totally right. Like this, this stand, I love this vape, but like they cheaped out at the 11th hour kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just on the finishing that could have made it really slick. It's just functional, right? So
Yeah, and I'm with you. I'm with you. I will say on their behalf that they were mostly going for function, obviously. And when you turn it around, it works. And also they are the one fucking company that's put one out where they focused on, let's not put the head against the metal so that we're drawing more heat away from the head. It makes it harder to stabilize. So they were like, no, this what I give them props. At least that solution, which I don't like, functionally is great because that head is isolated. It doesn't have any kind of heat drip or leak anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really like this one too. You get just fantastic airflow on it. Like, they all have really good power, but it's just, and the other thing I really, really, really like is the titanium bowl. I'm such a glass fan, but I love this titanium bowl. Like
Bro, have you tried
all the time.
Have you tried the screwball? Have you tried the Vapvana screwball?
No, I haven't.
That one, it has really good airflow, and it has a fucking bad. I think it's probably one of my favorite bowls out of all the ball vapes.
Is it metal or glass?
Yeah, it's a metal bowl.
It's a metal bowl. Okay.
That one you've got, that one and the one he's about to show you are the ones that I like the most. The screwball and that one.
Oh, okay.
Flower one.
Well, that looks pretty good too.
Yes, this is the bowl for it, and it's what's the term? It's like a truncated cone, so it's not like the shovel head where it's straight up vertical. It's cone shaped and it's big.
Yeah,
holds a lot of
like
weed.
You could shove some flour in there.
Yeah, you could load it fat, and then the screwball itself has like little gem cuts in it, like 2.5 millimeter, I think is what they are.
Yeah.
So there's a shit ton of like convection power, and they sit real close to the top of the bowl, so you got like a ton of radiant heat and the conductive metal surface, kind of heat.
Yeah.
It's a performer. It's a great one.
It doesn't scorch. It's right on the weed and it doesn't scorch. Like I really thought I wasn't going to like it, Troy, and instead it doesn't. Like it does what you and I both want. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, it's been an interesting. Well, I was going to say it's been an interesting year for, ball vapes are just getting ever more popular. And then this year where you really start to see the wireless ones, come in the next step, the evolution, I just really feel like sometimes it's almost like they figured out an ideal way to vape weed. And like this could be like an appliance. You know what I mean? It could be like a mass produced product like this. You buy at Sears or wherever that exists anymore, because it's just like such a good, effective design. You know, and they're all just slight variations of each other, improvements in this aspect. This one works, you know, slightly better than this, but the general idea of this setup here just works so good, right? Like the improvements can only be so incremental from here, I think, right? Like what's the thing they're going to do to a ball vape that's going to blow your mind? I'd like to hear it. Usability, so like can't burn yourself.
I mean, none of this stuff is really mass market. I mean, there's some of them are mass market packaged, and they'll get a foothold, but
yeah,
you know, we're not talking Volcano Paxi type acceptance. You know what I mean?
These are absolute specialty tools. I mean, this is just like a soldering iron or something like that, and they're the same scope of danger. You know, something super hot that can really fuck you up if you don't know how to use it. It's a specialty tool.
Yeah. I think that's a for a mass market thing. It would have to be like it can't really burn you, you know, or it's. I mean, things can burn you around your house. They can cut you, but like in general, when you use your coffee maker, you're not worried about it burning you. You know, when you're putting something in the toaster oven, you're not worried about getting burnt, right?
Yeah, I would say you'd have to. I think the Puffco Peak does a good job of that. Yeah, you could burn yourself. You stick your finger in the fucking thing while it's on,
right?
But, you know, otherwise, no, it's not going to burn you.
I know we talk about mass market, and I use this argument all the time. Like that's not market ready, or that's not mass market ready. That's like a niche thing, you know.
Yeah,
we get into it all the time. But thinking about all other cannabis consumption products, how much mass market do we need? I mean, like it seems like the PAX is more mass market than a bong is.
Yeah, the PAX is pretty well. You know what? It was interesting. You guys see that post the other day on the High Times about the Venti?
I saw that they put an article,
you know, Venti, whatever, just some advertorial kind of thing. But it's like once you read, if you spend some time reading through the comments on there, it's like there's a lot of people that really aren't into vaping either yet or from a bad experience kind of thing. So it's like it should be way less about manufacturers competing against each other, and we should all be competing against smoking. You know what I mean? And working to convert people en masse rather than competing against, you know, maker versus maker. It's just like, no. Like that, to me, that was a real eye opener because there was hundreds of comments and so many people were like, oh, I tried a Volcano, it's the worst tasting thing. And it's like, how? Like, you know,
I know how. You read the other comments and you see people that say, I love my Volcano Classic. I get 15 bags with one bowl. And you fucking shared it with somebody and it tasted like assholes, and now they hate vaping because you can't get fucking 15 bags out of a goddamn Volcano.
Preach, Troy, preach, motherfucker.
I'm with you. Yeah, so it's really interesting because you know, it's just like if you are already into it, it's just such a no-brainer. The experiences, you know, you could just list off the different ways of better, but you see there's just so many people that are just convinced it's the worst thing ever. You know, I disagree.
Well, I think it's time for them to come back, honestly. I mean, we've got some portables that can convert, and we've got some desktops that'll flat out change your mind. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So there's a lot to get now. And I think that's probably the message to get out there is, you know, if you've been here before and it sucked, it's time to get, it's time to try it.
Yeah. It's like a great comparison. The last time I tried to snowboard, the snowboard was like, you can only go one direction on it. And it was like pointed on one side. You know what I'm saying? I was like an early adopter. And like, if that's my experience snowboarding, I'm like, oh, snowboarding is not for me, you know? And it's just like, yeah, man, it's changed since then. Right. So it's the same kind of thing. It's like, if you haven't visited it in a long time, it's probably a very different experience than what you recall.
I totally get you. I want to vape a bowl. I've got my herborizer. I'm going back to my herborizer now. So
okay.
Do you think I can vape through my nose? When hear me out first. When I told the dentist that I vape a lot, she said that I can't vape after the surgery for 4 days. And then she said, you can vape through your nose if you want, but probably not the first day, she said.
That was yesterday we decided.
and then she kind of never mentioned it again. Like when she kept repeating all the things that I can't do.
Yeah, that didn't come up.
She never said the nose thing again. She just said no vaping for 4 days.
Oh, she kept saying that part.
Well,
I think you want to get like a volcano hybrid whip, turn the air on, and then you just breathe in. Then you're not having any suction if your mouth's open, right? It's only.
I also don't want the vapor in my mouth because that'll get like dry socket.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
but if I close my mouth and whatever and just,
I think it should work.
Yeah, if you want to vape, listen to me because I'm going to tell you to do it.
I'm going to have a venti bowl.
I'm not sure that you should, but I'm going to tell you to do it.
I mean, people seem very into the idea. Snort a dab. Ooh, wow.
Wait, you're gonna do a venti through the nose?
Yeah.
Then I too shall do a venti through the nose. Let me pack a venti with you. I think I need to grind.
I bought some bud today. Yeah, we do need to grind.
I'm tethered to my desk here.
Guess we're not going to play the grind song, though.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Betty White. You need some time to grind.
All right, we're going to hit this thing here? Is that what we're going to
do? You gotta give me a moment. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some.
What strain you got?
Pink strawberry gelato.
Now I gotta grind some.
I just pulled out a nug, dude.
Now I gotta grind some.
Now I gotta grind some shit.
Let me grind one up.
Pink strawberry gelato. The way you said gelato was
I like
great,
the skateboarding, Troy. That was pretty cool.
Right?
Thanks. I was a skateboarder when I was much more in fit and not so fat.
Nice.
This is really cool packaging, dude. This I bought some cookies, cereal milk.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, right on.
And it came in this little like.
That's pretty.
Oh,
cool.
it's like a cardboard little like.
Yeah,
ice cream
yeah.
container? That's cool.
And then inside there's another little jar, and it's plastic.
So is that an eighth?
Oh.
Yeah, this was an eighth.
How much was that? What do they
This was
charge you for that?
$50.
Whew. Damn.
But it looks pretty nice.
Have you beat it up yet?
No, I haven't been able to vape, Jerry.
Oh, you just got it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I bought it today with the gummies and stuff.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Well,
you had surgery on your tooth today?
No, I had surgery yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
At 9 a.m. And they gave me laughing. It was funny. They gave me gas.
Oh,
and they had me sitting there hitting it for a while. And they're like, "Are you feeling it? You're not like,
oh no,
you're not doing anything." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling anything." And they're like, "It's on." And I'm like, "Well, I may be a bit of a professional here."
Yeah. So you let him in on what was up.
It's like turn up the flow.
That's funny.
Give me more. One of my I got some. It's called gas mask.
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of a cool name. It's supposed to be a real heavy indica.
That sounds
quite tasty.
Good.
See, it's funny because when I was getting teeth out, or no, I wasn't getting teeth out, but I was getting no, I was getting teeth out, but I wasn't getting laughing gas, but like a pill to kind of make you a little loopy. And the dentist, he's just like, because I was kind of excited, I don't ever take pills, right? I'm kind of like, oh, this should be sort of fun. And so I go in there an hour after I take it or whatever, and I'm like 21 at the time. And the dentist like, so how do you feel? And I'm just like, I don't really think I feel anything. And he's just like, do you do a lot of drugs? And I'm just like, no. Like, right. And he's just like, do you do some drugs? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, it'll just take longer to kick in. And it's like, yeah. Half hour later, I'm like, gone for the next 6 hours. I was like, who told you?
Oh yeah, what temp you on? I'm gonna go a little low.
379 here.
Ooh.
All right. 379 sounds high on the nose though. I'm gonna go down to 356 just to be the lowest.
Wow.
All right, Pete, you going in on the nose? Which nostril? You got to test your nostrils first.
I did the left nostril first. Oh my god,
We're doing a.
I'm gonna plug the left one and go right. So here we go. You ready, Pete? You're doing yours, right? You packed up with me?
I'm observing for the time being here. I want to make sure
Well,
that.
all right, but when in
both
Rome,
you guys
motherfucker,
survive.
we're doing Vinny's through the nose tonight. So come on.
Might have to give it a go. And that now you're gonna hit it through your mouth is the question.
I've got another
No,
mouthpiece.
the purpose of the nose thing. Whoops. The purpose of the nose thing is to not get vapor in my mouth. So
Yeah.
I guess I have to exhale through my nose too. I did the
Yeah.
first one through my mouth like a dipshit.
Yeah, you got to do it through your nose. Did you? Okay, exhale through your nose, or we can't do this.
But I also don't want to sneeze.
Yeah, that's gonna give you some allergies.
Yeah, but you can sneeze. Sneezing is
No, I sneezed earlier and it fucking
you're
hurt.
right. You're right.
Oh
'cause
yeah. I would try. I would try to avoid sneezing if you can. Sneeze like your mouth open, like it's really hard.
Blow these plugs out with a sneeze. That'd be hilarious. Dude, that first hit made me feel like I floated off my chair. Like made all the edibles kick in like instantly.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm talking about.
I love that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
All right, what are you? 379. I'll go up to 379 because 256 I wasn't getting.
That
much.
was a little deep, I think, Troy. That one seemed.
I'm staying on the edge and then closing both nostrils.
I'm gonna try the right nostril a little bit. Oh god, it's so hard to not exhale through my mouth.
Oh, I got it that time. Oh,
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that was. Damn.
Surprisingly, it's not as bad on my nose as I thought it would be. I just didn't expect it to come out that much, man. Whoa. You can tell when you can hear it really going like a. Then you really hit the sweet spot. I didn't get that the first two times. Let's do it again. That was fun.
You guys are really like breaking new ground here. You're doing like the first sort of venti nose sessions, setting the proper temperatures. Maybe this is going to be a thing. Make like a nose adapter.
I've done nose dabs before.
Like
that was
not a direct banger in your nostril.
Not a direct banger, no.
Because
you'd have to like hold the banger upside down or do a headstand.
You'd be a headstand. That'd be kind of cool, but I think it's dangerous though.
Yeah,
you have to really trust who's driving.
This will fuck you up, dude. I like this.
That's
this new way to vape. You might watch me do this a lot. Get your shit out, bro. This is great.
Oh man, this is interesting.
There's a bong that has the nose thing. It's like
if not, we're just gonna Photoshop it in your face later if you don't do it. So put the fucking thing in your nose. Let's go, man.
When I'm ready, I'm at the end. I'll do it. At the end, I'll do it. I know it's gonna mess up my nose, man. I got real allergies, but
I'm surprised.
I'll do it at the end.
Doing that, like I thought so too, because you know how when you go to cough and instead you cough it out your nose and it burns like a motherfucker or something.
Yeah.
That's not what's going on here. Like that, I thought it would be weird, but it's not.
I always find it really bad.
Mine doesn't seal.
If you're inhaling and then you have to sneeze, so it's like you're trying to blow it out and then you sneeze. You know what I mean? If you don't properly get to like inhale and exhale,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that sucks. But this is not. Troy, I'm closing one nostril completely, and I'm putting this one on, and then I'm tightening up.
Yeah, okay. That's what I wasn't doing. That's what I was fucking up. Okay.
Oh, I don't think I want to do this all the time because it'll dry out your nasals. You know what I mean? But I'm getting big hits through this.
Yeah, you are. It's ripping pretty good.
Yeah, that was a bigger hit.
Reminds me of the 70s.
Jesus. Fuck. Also, I can't blow my nose.
Those are gonna be the nose hits are gonna be right to your dome. Direct to the brain. Direct to brain integration.
Shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, at least you figured out how to beat the system. That's the main thing.
True.
Don't listen to them dentists.
I'm gonna go the other side now and see how it goes. See how I can do. Because the other side it wasn't as open, so that's why I wasn't. But it's ready now.
Mouth to lung, nose to brain. It does feel like it's a very fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think you're right. The volcano with the whip, that'd be the way to go.
Yeah.
The gas mask, just breathe in through your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge nose
Yeah.
rips.
That's the ticket.
Jared, when you left, I was like, "Whew!" He didn't make me pull out the dual volcano gas mask.
I forgot about that. And I'm mad. I should have
Oh.
remembered that. Next time I'm coming, I'm doing that. Why
No,
why didn't we do that?
You're not
So
gonna do it.
what
It'll
happened
kill
to
you.
Jurgen? What happened to Jurgen's voice? Just too much vaping or too much talking?
Too much vaping, too much talking.
Yeah, he just kind of
No,
lost
it was
his
the
voice.
warhead. Remember, it was the warhead that fucked him
Yeah,
up. For some reason.
I think because he went for the candy because his voice was hoarse. Like we were talking and he was like, I need something to, and he went over to the candy bowl and he pulls out the candy.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he knew it or not, but it was a warhead, one of those like sour motherfuckers.
candies. Okay.
And he popped it in his mouth and I was like staring him down, waiting for him to like, make the veggie
last we
face.
heard.
And he like held his like stern but handsome fucking for like the full minute, and I'm like, damn, like impressive.
Right
and then he
on.
went to talk and he was like, he couldn't talk. Like, he's like, and he's like looking at it.
He's
American
just
warheads.
screaming on the inside, just like oh my god, that's pretty
Yeah, it was
it's pretty
nuts.
funny.
I think he said like 10 more words that night, like 'cause he went to our hotel room like after we kidnapped him and
Oh, did he? Okay.
we took him back to the hotel
Yeah.
and had an amazing threesome. No, I'm just kidding.
There were 4 of us.
Sorry.
Someone
couldn't
passed by.
resist.
Hey, it sounds like a lot of fun in there. Honestly, can I swing by?
But no, we
Man,
vape.
you guys got some hilarious comment section here. There's some gold in there, man. Some real good comments in there. That's, wow.
Oh my god.
different tickle.
No, but we talked about ball vapes and vaped, and but yeah, he couldn't really talk.
What's his? I guess you didn't really get his take on ball vapes then, or is he just kind of you got?
I don't think he's convinced, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're very different vapes than a ball vape.
Yeah.
Very, very, very different. But certainly something I think any company would be remiss to not at least take a look at, just because it's such a hugely growing, well-established product. The only problem is a lot of people only buy one of them, and then they don't buy any of the vapes.
Right.
And it's the only problem if people are like selling vapes and stuff, if you're just a customer, it's great, but it is, because for a lot of people, it's an end game purchase. You get one, you're like, or at least for your home setup, at least for your home setup. But when I'm at home, I mean, if I'm not testing something, I'm using something with a plug the majority of the time,
Yep.
like vast majority, because it's kind of like, well, why not? Why would
I think it's because like you probably vape in the same place most of the time.
Yeah. Vape station, Vape Central, it's called.
Yeah, I always vape here at my desk. When I'm vaping for serious. Like sometimes I'll pack a venti bowl to vape on the couch while I'm watching something.
Yeah.
Or if I'm going to the park and meditating, that's when the venti comes out. Probably twice a week is how frequently that happens. Like, that's how infrequently portables come out for me now.
Yeah, I know. And for some people, it's like that's the only thing you're using, and then it's a totally different use case. Ball vapes aren't much use if you have to kind of head out to the garage or sneak out for a little bit. It's probably not that good. You don't want to be carrying a battery bank with you or something
with
like
the
that.
dad ready and the terp hammer. Like I've taken that to the kitchen.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people take those things outside. That's crazy. Like we took the cannabis hardware shit to our hotel room there in LA.
Yeah,
and that's what Jurgen vaped on. He vaped on my Zen Leaf stuff.
Oh, okay, interesting. See, I wonder, what would it take to have something like that Zen Leaf that you could heat with a big butane torch? Like, could you just do it? You know what I mean? Is it going to just?
There are.
Like, what do you?
Mostly glass, but yeah.
Well, like glass. I'm talking like something like this, but what would happen if you heated this with a torch? I wonder. Say if it didn't have the coil on it, if it was just the metal. But it's just like
change color.
To have a ball vape like this that was just torch based and portable, like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Tempest.
Well, I want one of you
There you
guys
go.
to torch this.
The
Tempest
Tempest.
is a solution.
Dude,
yeah.
have you seen the Tempest?
Not in person. No. Do you have one?
Yeah,
I
it's
do
dope.
happen to have one right here.
So that's the best. Okay. Wow. Pretty
That's
This
an
is
cool.
all vape right there.
Do you have the revolve stem from Mad Heaters?
No, I don't. Not anymore. I had just the Gen 1.
Well, same idea as far as the intercooler with the triple threat three ways to cool, but this is the
Yeah.
other end with the cap. And see, there's
Okay.
the balls
Wow.
in
So
there.
it's got a decent amount of balls in there.
Got some balls
Got
with
some
like
balls,
a
man.
with like an anvil size or a
Huh.
little bit bigger,
That's
maybe.
kind of
Full.
cool.
Yeah, with a badass cooling stem.
So no click, I guess. You just know how
There's
The
a
much
finished
you
little-
use.
version will.
Oh, there's
The finished version is going to click. This one doesn't.
this one
Oh.
has a little indicator that moves into the
Okay.
zone.
Like a
Let's
hippie
see, I don't know
pipe sort of
which side's
thing.
it on. Kinda, yeah. The little thing that moves when it gets to the
Okay.
lines, it means it's
Hmm.
ready to vape.
How long do you heat it up for?
Not very long.
Like
15
Dynavap kind of thing?
seconds.
Well, right now they're running it in the because it doesn't have a click. You know, they're telling you here's the
Mm.
protocol to get to the where you want to be, and it's
Yeah.
in the heat wand. The what's that thing called again? The you know what I'm talking about?
iSpire
The,
wand.
The iSpire wand. It's in the iSpire wand, and you basically auto heat that sucker, put it in there, and run it till it times out at like 600. And so you put it at 600, do that, and there you go. Yeah, through the
We
nose.
don't.
And then after that, you can figure out what you're looking for on the
That's
heat.
cool.
But the version that'll be in stores or on their site
Yeah.
will have a clicker on it. So
Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. I might need to get one of those.
you should man. They're dope. You got to check it out.
Let's ask.
Can't do it. Can't
and
do it.
and knock on dot. I'm not even gonna do my herbalizer through my nose, man.
It's for
But
Troy.
I'm glad to have that out. Nice. I love it. What? Yeah, the heart. Rock and roll.
You got it.
So
So
are you using the Venti a lot, dude? Are you using that a
yeah,
lot? Or where is it for you?
Venti is my go-to portable for sure these days. It's just the thing I like about it. I would say more than anything is there's a number of things I like, but I just really like how smooth it is. It's just I find it's that like the Bickle Tickle. I don't know which one we're talking. The original I'm talking about, but it's I really find I don't get that with this thing like virtually at all kind of thing. So for me that's a huge plus, and I'm definitely used to the size of it by now. I think we were all thrown off by the height initially. It was just kind of like it was just different. Like I think it was a different dimension than everyone expected. I don't know if everyone knew what they were expecting, but it was just a different dimension. But I think people are pretty used to it by now.
Which airflow are you setting? Do you have it on?
I go max.
Yeah,
all
wide
the
open.
way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I just can't see any. I've tried to find a good reason not to, go to the medium, go to the low, and it's like, this is better like this.
It's so comfortable. It's
Yeah.
so comfortable.
Well, it's really akin to hitting a volcano bag. Like it just feels very similar to just
like
breathe as much as you want kind of thing. Like if you had to survive using this as a scuba or a snorkel, I think you could.
Yeah.
Be a little, tight, but
with the Mighty, I always felt like I had to hit it pretty hard and power through it to get the hit that I wanted.
Yeah.
And fighting it, which I didn't really realize it at the time, like just that little of hitting the Mighty,
pulling it.
Makes it a little bit more irritating than it needs to be. And with the Venti, it's so open. I wish I could do it. God damn it. Fuck. I can't inhale.
At least you keep catching yourself rather than remembering after every time, oh, damn it.
Yeah. But it's just like breathing. It's just like,
it's just free and clear.
And dude, I find I can vape full bowls with like 3 coughs.
Are you guys using dosing capsules at all?
No. Fuck those things.
No. Have you tried it with them though?
I mean,
lately.
the Venti. I haven't tried
Yeah,
the
the
Venti with it, but I've done the Stores and Bickle thing with them plenty.
Yeah,
I guess I have tried the Venti with them. The very first time I tried the
using
Venti in Germany was
just because I hadn't tried it. I've tried them lately. It's like, it's okay. I don't think it's better. It gives you more. I notice more resistance for sure. So,
Oh, do you?
You know,
Okay.
yeah, I do for sure. Yeah, I probably
makes
pack them a little tight too, though.
Okay.
You know, but
So you kind of get
that's
like
how I
a convection cook of the conduction with the capsule. So
Yeah, I would say like it probably turns the 3 down closer to 2 in terms of how it feels to pull through it, you know. But I only had this this one dosing capsule for the longest time, but then I stole some of the inventory, so now I'm good to go. Don't tell the boss.
No. Okay, you've been to take care of those mesh pads too. They don't sell those anymore, do they?
Well, they do sell them with the dosing capsules. You
I
can
think
buy
they
the
stopped
dosing
that one
capsules.
too. I
Yeah, you
think
can
that,
buy the dosing capsules. No, I was just on their site. They sell them with the filling pads, they call it.
okay,
Because
so
like they
you can
have to
buy them
sell
in
it.
the dosing capsule, which is a different size, by the way, than the one that goes into the oven. So,
Yeah, I guess it would have to
um,
be. It'd have to be a little bit smaller.
yeah. So what? Okay, I was just wondering because uh, I don't even remember what I was doing, but I started to look, and I noticed that they weren't on the Planet of the Vape site anymore, just the pads. And then I went to the
Yeah.
Stores and Bickle site, and they didn't have just the pads. And I knew they didn't have them in the vapes anymore, but I didn't know they were going to stop selling them on the side. Am I right? Is that they
Well,
stopped that shit?
that's what, yeah, I think that's exactly right. And my understanding is they had to do it because it was like, you know, the whole like nicotine concentrate kind of thing. So
It was the PACT Act that did
now
it. Yeah.
they're in the with the dosing capsules and they're sold as something so you can put in a smaller load, but it's also the same stuff if you want to use concentrate, right? So they just kind of have to sell it under a different purpose, I think, but it's the same material. So,
Okay.
but I guess you are, like you say, you're kind of, you have to use it in the dosing capsule then because it's going to be the same,
Yeah.
little bit of a different size probably.
And
But I haven't
thought
tried it. So,
I thought they'd quit selling those too, but I guess not. So,
yeah.
I've used it before like that. It's pretty good. It's a good solution,
Is it?
But yeah, it basically takes your concentrate dab and turns it into a session like you'd put weed in it instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you get
yeah.
7 or 8 hits out of it.
Well, I'm excited to get the filling chamber adapter for my hybrid. I don't
Oh, right
have
on.
like the small one yet, you know, only the
Yep.
full, because this is a big chamber.
Huge.
You don't
half
always
tank.
want to load this entire thing. Sometimes I'd like to load half, you know what I mean?
Oh, I get you. So that's why you want the other one. Yeah. Just you'll probably let it sit a little longer, or maybe run a protocol where it pumps it for 5 seconds and then sits for a little bit before it goes. Because
Yeah.
the insert works, but it is a heat sink, man. It'll
It
take away
pulls
a
some
lot of the
heat.
first fruits of the
That
heat.
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't tried it. I only have one for the classic. For the classic, I've got the reducer. It works pretty
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah.
I do like the hybrid, I think. The hybrid is a nice vape.
I still haven't
Really
used the
tough to beat.
hybrid with the reducer. with like
Yeah, I haven't
I got
tried-
one, but
It doesn't
Oh.
surprise me, Troy. Mr. Gas Mask and the
You want the
fucking 2
extender.
volcanoes. Do I want a dosing capsule? A volcano? I would never see it.
hey,
It does make a weaker
Did
bag.
you guys notice how full the guy was filling the volcano bags at the event there? Like, was it just me or was he like filling them? I've never seen someone fill a bag. Like it blew my mind. I like every time I'm like, oh, I thought they're
Yeah,
gonna blow.
we talked about this. I remember. I fill mine the same way. Like I fill mine until it's making like stretch mark sounds.
Why? It's just gonna blow out the back, man.
I don't know. Like I like feeling that like, oh, it's
You
about
want
to
that,
blow
like,
kind of thing. You know?
Well, he was like the little like very end was like psh, popped up like that thing was but he stopped it like bang at capacity. I think just before he did because when he was doing it, I was kind of like doing this to Jurgen. Jurgen's like, yeah, that's okay. Like he was, you know, I thought it was
made
too
for.
much. Jurgen's like, you can fill it. Don't be shy, you know. I haven't tried those XL bags yet though. I think that
Me
would
either.
be probably
No, fuck that. I've had a party bag before and blown it up, and no, thank you. Like,
you're just feeling like a 15 minutes later, you're vaping the
bro,
same bag.
it takes you 15 minutes to fill a 9-foot
should-
bag. First of all,
But
and
so
then
I've done the 10-foot bags and shit like that too, but not since the hybrid. Like I really feel like we should revisit the 10-foot bag with hybrids.
all
and-
vapor gets nasty after 5 minutes, as far as getting more harsh and stale. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
Who said anything about 5 minutes?
no, yeah, like, well, no, dude, have you ever tried to First of all, a 9-foot bag of vapor is huge. I mean, that's like it. It's not that you couldn't take it down, Troy. For me, it just started to hurt so badly after so much vapor. I mean, I don't want any more than 3 or 4 bags max in my heyday.
Right.
And then,
You figure it's going to take what, 5 bowls of weed to fill that thing with good vapor?
Yep. Yeah.
Maybe 6.
Yeah.
That's
By the
true.
time it's even full, it's going to be,
Yeah.
the initial stuff's going to be getting nasty already,
I want my fresh vapor. So I'd rather have smaller bags and just blow them and toss them, blow them and toss them, blow them and toss them. That would be a party, man. You're just tossing bags of vapor across the room. You know what I mean? That's the way to go.
like a mini bag, even.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a mini
microwave
bag.
popcorn bag.
Am I imagining things, or did they announce that at one point? Did they tease that at some point? I swear to God, there was like a basketball-sized bag.
Not that I've seen. Sounds cool though.
I want one. I want like 15 of those, just like basketball size. Man, like fill it up and like if they're in the party, fill it up.
Just like a single lungful, like just it'd be good for dosage. It'd be good for dosing for people, like if you're for newbies and stuff like that.
Like a third of what the volcano is now. That's all you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I take a volcano bag down in three hits. That's what I aim for. But 3 like big hits, Since I've left my volcano, I usually put it away, and I always remember why I put it away, because it just destroys my tolerance. Absolutely destroys my tolerance. I find I have to just put it away, because you're just blowing out such massive hits, Whew.
It's the half-gram bowls. It's the half-gram bowls. You're going through so much weed. It's massively strong, man. I get you. Well, I got to hit this herborizer here, man. But we should, Troy. You should eat something, and we'll dab.
I just ate one a couple minutes ago, but
all right. Well, then I'll dab.
What do you got there? Then. What are those?
What are those? These
Sounds
are
delish. Tangerine twist. Ooh,
nice.
And they're nano emulsified.
Ooh, nice.
Supposed to kick in 15 minutes, but it seems like they take about 30.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a lead in for you as I get this dab ready. Emily, I heard Pete, I heard you were talking to George, and he's pretty funky, man. And
just tell me a little bit from the kind of the brand perspective. Is it just practicalities, or is it go a little deeper than that?
I think it actually goes much deeper than that. So when I think about some of the most significant things that I recall, I'm aware of, that have happened over the duration of my existence in this dimension, it seems like in many cases, the boundaries that we stay within are nothing but something that we construct ourselves.
There we go. Well,
I really thank you for coming on today, George. That was super interesting. Keep it green,
keep it sneaky, and we'll see you
next time.
George is dope.
They're hilarious.
That's great. Having George on, man, he's awesome.
George is one of a kind.
All day
Absolutely.
Long. Oh, did you see the thing he did recently where he was shooting the slime balls at his employees?
Dude, I want one of those things. Those things are like all over the web now.
I've never seen that before.
I probably can't even get them in California. No, in California, you can't get any cool shit here.
Yeah.
No.
You guys can get tasers though.
Oh. Okay. I don't know.
We can't get tasers up here.
Oh, in Canada?
The things that Pete knows. Yeah, I can't get tasers up here, but in LA, man, you got to go on tase anybody all day long, motherfucker.
I think they encourage it. They're just like, just only use tasers, everybody. Okay, like
that's funny.
Things light.
Classic.
Shit. Well, cheers to the chat if you're dabbing with, man.
Yeah, cheers, guys. I'll shout out the Dynavap. Thank you for sponsoring the show, Dynavap. You can save 10%. Dynavap.com/Troy and Jerry. Check it out, Joe.
I heard that as like a DJ, like check it out,
Thanks. If I could do all that wickety stuff, I would totally do it.
You just did. I mean, that was pretty good.
Oh, love it. Love my D's. Cheers, gang.
Cheers. We promised an update on the search for the planet of the vapes as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we had some fun with that.
Searching for the planet of the vapes.
Let's explore the universe.
Are you prepared to discover
All the feelings that we have
for each other?
Searching through space.
The
The planet of the vapes.
Captain's log. Stardate 7/10/69/69. We've been searching for 4 years and we still haven't discovered the planet of the vapes. I'm beginning to wonder if this glorious utopia even exists. A place where vaporizers grow on ancient trees and dank buds erupt from volcanic cracks. Our mission is clear. Make contact with the planet and send data back to Earth.
Dude, you're not the captain. It is me who is the captain. Stop doing your log in the public areas, it's fucking annoying. Where's that music coming from?
Jury, we've been vaping on this styrofoam cup all night. I don't fucking know.
Greetings, Troy and Jerry. It is I, your arch nemesis, Sneaky Peter.
This guy always cracks me up.
Hand over all of your cannabis consumption devices or prepare to be vaporized.
It looks like Troy and Jerry are in a bit of a pickle. Tune in next week, motherfuckers.
Searching for the planet of the vapes.
Let's explore the universe.
Are you prepared to discover
All the feelings that we have
for each other?
Searching through space.
The
planet of the vapes.
There you go.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious.
Come on, Sneaky Peter, man. I love it. That's the best, man.
That was man, oh man, that was hilarious. Like I was
I love the spaceship noises by like the human sound effects, man. It's
I like
fucking great.
feelings that we have for each other.
Dude, that kills me every time. I think I watched it a dozen times and couldn't stop laughing at that line.
Oh,
That was
that's
fucking
good, man. Whoever's doing that music, that's really good.
He's
Yeah,
very
it's
talented.
Emily, man. He's awesome, man. Kills it.
Wow.
Shout out Emily.
Yeah, I like it.
Is the shit. He better have Febreze on him.
Sneaking Peter. Don't joke me.
Sneaky Peter, man.
Oh my lord. Man, oh man. So you guys pulling out your terp hammers quite a bit? Is that on the permanent desktop rotation?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always right here.
Yeah.
Hopefully
It's a classic.
The turp
Not on
hammer,
right
yeah,
now.
that's what I've got over here. That's what I'm taking my dabs on, and that's what.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea. Yeah, lots
Yeah,
of
man.
Yeah, the hammer. It's funny. The hammer doesn't get in there very often, actually, because I use it for dabs so much. Like I don't want to use anything else for dabs. Like that's
Need another one.
right
Another
because
dab ready.
I would use the hammer, but
Yeah.
I want to
What
dab.
do you vape- what do you always vaping with?
Because of that, well, lately I've been doing some tests on the flower wand, so I've had that out for a bit. Usually whatever we're playing with, man, like I mean we usually got a focus, you know what I mean? And so I try to beat that up. The venti a lot, I mean you and I have been beating up the venti for our own purposes, so
Yeah.
beating that up. I'm glad to have the herborizer back on. I still haven't hit this fucking bowl yet.
Wow. Herborizer.
The herborizer is great. I broke it out the other day. I don't even remember why. Because honestly, I mean it would still. I haven't hit this thing in a while because of all the ball vapes we've been beating on, and it's kind of. I mean that herborizer can't do that. Like that's a whole different realm.
Yeah.
And then to bring the herborizer back is like, oh wow, I forgot about that. Like that's the slow it down and enjoy your weed vape. You know what I mean? Like that's when I want to get some me time or meditate or something. That's when I want to slow it. I'm always going to go to that. But the ball vapes are the one and done. I got to get in and out of here, and I'm here for a purpose kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, they're different tools. They're real different tools, and I don't want to be without either one. I want them for different times and moods.
Well, I mean, that's why it's nice to have a collection. I mean, that's why people are always wanting to try the next vape if you haven't tried it, right? Because it's like they all hit a little different, and they all have a little bit of a different place in your lineup, right? Even if you have multiple ball vapes, they're not identical, right? I mean, you're not going to build two different things that are the same.
Right.
Right.
They all kind of fit into a different purpose, like a different intent. Like I pull out something with the diffuser, like the shovel head bowl.
Yeah.
At nighttime when I want to I want to shut my shit down and go veg on the couch.
Yeah.
But dude, in like the morning when I wake and bake, I don't want that type of high. So I'll use what I've been doing is I've been using the Jane injector with the Lotus bowl. So the Lotus bowl is real small and I put it away. I can't show you right now, but it actually fits inside. So it's like a micro shovel head bowl that goes inside here. So it gets a little bit of that conduction roast, but it's like a super hyper convection with all these balls. So
it's like a mini flower pot, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, it just fucking rips. And it's really small amount of herb. So it's like a great microdose.
Yeah.
And I get a ton of vapor from it and just get like the perfect amount of like morning, let's fucking go kind of high.
Let's do this. Let's get this going kind of thing.
Yeah.
I usually like to hit the volcano before I in the morning. My first bowl of the day, I usually hit the volcano because I usually go to the gym in the morning. So the volcano is a nice pre-gym vape.
What temp?
If it's usually, I usually start my first volcano bowl 365. I like to keep that as the first one, run it through like that. And then I usually go up to 385 and then 400.
Huh.
Finish it off.
On.
Yeah, but sometimes
all American and all too. That's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, I only vape in Fahrenheit. It's just it's the superior vaping temperature.
It really is.
Yeah. Just have more options. It's like, you want to have more options or less options? I want more options. So you got to go Fahrenheit.
There you go.
Well, isn't it like Celsius is a degree system based on like the human's ability of temperature, and then
it's Fahrenheit like the amount of
the
energy to heat it. No, that's a calorie. That's I don't know. What are we talking about? Are you talking about a?
You were about to snort your venti.
But that's not going to work well. I'm gonna try to not break this here first. Let's try this.
Oh,
let's try it. Let's try it out.
Let's see it. Let's go big. Go big.
Yeah, the wand is actually kind of lightweight compared to most ball vapes, so you can get away with it with that one. If you don't pull on it. Nice job, man. Nice job. This click kips helped out.
Woo. Look at that.
That's how you do it.
Sits on there just like that. I like that.
Just like that, not the other way.
I need at least one more thing hooked up to this here. I don't know what. Hey, look at this.
Right. And if actually you should get a whole bunch of them and do like a spiral. You could do a spiral up or down depending on how you want to configure.
Come on back to me. Troy, you're giving me I can't follow where I'm at here. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's how we need to be. That's the official official lineup right there. Like that's
which camera am I at?
That's the approved positioning right there. So
yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
That'll work for me.
Okay, so you're using the venti regularly. You're using the wand at home.
Yeah, flower wand quite a bit. Terp hammer, the venti, and then my anvil. My anvil definitely makes its way in there. I've been using the woodwind.
Dude.
But it's tough when you've got just so many you don't revisit them all that often. You know what I mean? Like I'm not pulling out certain ones that often at all, and it's nothing against them, but it just doesn't fit into the lineup. If I was like out and about constantly, but you work at home, you know, you kind of hang out at home. So it's like you typically, like Troy said, you have your vape station, right? So it's like that's where you're hitting it. So it just makes more sense like that.
Yeah,
But
in
variety
fact,
is the spice of life. That's what they say, right? Is that true?
I mean, there's like it's the same. It's just like how you get like the strain signature tolerance. Like if you vape the exact same weed all the time, you kind of build up a tolerance to that exact strain.
Yeah.
If you have that same strain, but you vape it on 5 different vapes, there's also like a vape variety. You know, like you get.
Yeah, it's true. They each have their own signature, right?
Yeah. Plus, they're often in different temperature ranges. You know, but
yeah,
for sure, there's different signatures that you can basically get higher from one vape than the other. And then, you know, you'll especially when you're only having like 3 or 4 vapes at your disposal, you'll lean towards one for a while, and then like you go back and like, oh, maybe I get higher with this one. You know, it's like that's the way I was when I had 5 vapes.
Yeah.
Kept switching back.
How many
forth.
have you? When's the last time you counted your collection? Like, have you ever fully counted, or do you just estimate?
I think if I estimate it right now, it's probably around 400. Yeah.
That's like you could probably power a car. Like you could probably build a homemade
Maybe
Tesla
more.
or something like that.
It depends on how you count like Dynavap. You know, because I got so many Dynavap things.
Yeah.
Like if I were to put them all together, like tip and stem, it adds another fucking 300. You know.
Right. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's, I don't have that. I don't have that many, but I'm sure I have a good, healthy amount. Sometimes I like to go through just the old, like I have these bins back there and it's just old like components and stuff like that, you know, just a baggie that had all the parts of like an old, you know, the Hayes Square and stuff like that. You just go go back through time, you know?
Yeah. Well, Jerry was here. I was going to make him hunt on my vapes and see if he could find any that had spent bowls in them. How many vapes did you think you saw on my shelf?
Oh, okay. So on what I would call the display shelves, we'll just call that area there.
I mean, you can count all the shit that you saw in boxes too, like all this new in box and stuff that you see on my desk and the other shelves.
I think it's impossible. Like, I mean, we'd have to set some standards. Like, I mean, like you said, like, are we counting all Dynavaps as one? You know what I mean? Or, you know, are we gonna
let's just say there's 100 Dynavaps, like 100 unique and countable and worthy of putting in a Dynavap collection. Let's just say there's 100 of them, and then the rest.
All right. Well, let's do this. Last time I did that count, somehow I stopped counting, and it was right, and it was right at 100. And 100, when I was counting then, it had to be a completely different vape. Like all the PAX 3s counted as one. The PAX 2s all counted as one. You know, that kind of thing.
Duplicates, right?
And so all the vape caps were counted as one. I did that, and it was really funny. I got it to 100 vapes, and it was right about the end. It was only dry herb vapes. I wasn't counting any box, mod, jack, squat. No, it had to be a that kind of thing. And that was back when we were doing modern cannabis, or when you and I just started. So if that's where I was then, and I think you've probably got more than me. I'd say that on your shelves, I probably saw easily 200 completely different vapes. and then, like you said, Troy, if it was dupes, and we're counting like all Dynavaps as one, you know, then yeah, I mean that might be easily 4, maybe 5 or 6. It gets lunatic, really, like it really does. Like
it does.
All my volcanoes is one, all my mighties is one, and that's
how many unique devices? That would be a good
but
count.
if you counted how many units that he has, that's kind of out to lunch, you know. And yeah, you just stop counting after a while. Like I don't know, it's just endless. You know, the vape said the website says what, 900 vapes, 2 guys, 900 vapes.
Wow.
That we have on Troy and Jerry.
Let me see if I can find this one obscure one I have. Hold on here.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry, so like some of these places when they reach out to send me a vape to review, and they just want my feedback on it or whatever. He's so loud.
There we go. You guys hear me rummaging through all my drawers and
great.
madly
Yeah.
throwing things. This is one of the very first, like maybe the second one I got for like someone sent me to review kind of thing.
Yeah, if I remember that.
Hip Vap. It was one of the harsher units I've used, and but kind of a neat. It's obviously designed to be like a flask, right? Kind of a neat design, neat profile, but it was so harsh. Like it was because this is probably, oh god, this had to be right after I started my channel, which I think was in 2015 or it was 2014. Like it was some time ago. So like devices were not, people are spoiled these days. You know what I mean? Like when you used to get a vape back in the day, it wasn't necessarily easy to use. I wondered the whole time. I'm like, is there something wrong with this, or is it just terrible? Right? Because it was just that harsh. But we're so spoiled now with like vapes are just like so generally good, at some reasonable price points too.
Right. And they actually work like at those reasonable price points. Like, yeah, I'm with you, man. So,
and they're not too harsh.
Yeah.
Or like that's a big, because I remember like back days like, oh man, you had to really, really want it,
Totally.
I think this thing is going to change the future of all of the cheaper portables. Like I think people are going to start aiming at this thing and what it does with that airflow.
Yeah,
kind of
I
have
agree.
to.
Yeah,
You have to. As far as I'm concerned, the bar's been set. You know what I mean? As far as like as a consultant, yeah, that's the new target, man. Why would you not? Why would you aim for something lower?
Yeah. It's very true. Like it's you don't want to sound like you're just I was only thinking of a couple really off color terms, talking something up too much. Fill in whatever blank you want kind of thing. But it's just a really, really good device. Like as soon as I used it the first time, I was like, oh wow. Because when we were in Germany there, Jurgen, I was sitting beside him at the dinner and I was kind of trying to pry a little info from him and he really didn't say anything. And he was just like, oh yes, we're working with the adjustable airflow. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So you figure it's just going to be like, a little slider and then you get more fresh air or not. And then it's just like, and then you see, and it's like, oh, this was not, he's really underselling it kind of thing. So you're working on adjustments. Like because the heater in this thing, I think has got to be the real thing that's going to be tough to replicate, I think, probably for other manufacturers. Because I would imagine to take something that has so much power and can pull the power right away and react right away with a flow meter and stuff like that. Like that's got to be some careful engineering, I would think, to do it properly, still get good battery life, not just be cooking the heater. You know what I mean? Like they worked on this thing for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was it like 6 years is what the...
Yeah, I mean, right. So,
or 10 again, and the beef of it was in the last 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly they don't rush things. Well, and it's funny too. And then it's like they don't rush things, and then they do it, have to pull the units back, resend them to people. So even still, right? Even you do them, takes so long, spend so much money. I'm sure so much time doing R&D testing. But once you get things out to thousands of people who are just going to use things in ways you really can't put through in the testing phase, you know what I mean? Like then sometimes you find out things, right? So, but it seems like the fix has been fine. I haven't heard of anyone running into anything subsequently. Have you guys seen any errors and stuff like that? I'm sure there's got to be the odd errors out there, but
my replacement had the error 4, unfortunately, and
so you had to replace it.
Yeah. So I got the replacement.
So what's error 4?
Faulty device. It was erroring out when I would press both buttons at the same time.
Interesting. So like if you're trying to change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, weird.
And
so
it would change, but it would also error 4, and then I wouldn't be able to use it for like 10 minutes or something like that.
Oh, weird.
Oh, it goes into a cooldown mode or something, huh?
Yeah. So it's technically what error 4 means that it's faulty and should contact customer service.
Yeah.
But it's still flowing through your nose anyhow, right?
Yeah, I mean, it still worked. Like the device still worked.
Just don't push the buttons at the same
Right.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Right. Well, fair enough. Well, guys, I got to get heading for. It's almost time for me to eat, but that means it's time to hit this thing through the nostrils. So let's give this
that's
a go,
fun,
and
man.
then.
Did you already pack it? Or are we doing it
I'll be a
together?
good sport. I appreciate you guys having me on the show. It's been a good time. It was great seeing you guys down in LA. You know, it's always fun to get together.
Always
Yeah, did
fun.
you,
man. Always good hanging with you.
Is there any tips you guys have that I should know?
Yeah,
or-
make the seal. Make sure you
Just
plug
gotta
one
make the
side
seal.
completely. You don't have to stick it way up. Just get it in the edge, and then tighten your nostril with your other finger. But you want to hear it coming through the machine. You don't want to hear nothing.
Okay, I think I'm get. Okay.
Yeah, the first.
I think it's just warming up. It's warming up. Okay.
Yeah.
You go.
They'll take you. It'll take you a couple rips. Jerry really
Taste it.
blew some big ones. There you go.
It definitely works.
Oh yeah, man.
And it's good. It's a good idea if you do have the dental thing. It's like, sure, why not?
Jerry's doing it again. Yeah, I'm so scared of sneezing right now. I'm not gonna do it again.
Wow. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad.
What
It
temp are you
definitely
on?
wasn't definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to really burn or something, but it was actually like
Right.
if you just had to vape like that through your nose, it wouldn't be intolerable or anything.
It wouldn't be.
It would probably get dry after a long sesh, but if you're hitting like a shorter sesh or something like that, I think it would be pretty doable.
I
I
think
got a double.
over time, you'd want to find a way to moisturize because
Yeah,
it will
for
dry you
sure.
out over time. But
Lube up the
Interesting once in a
passages,
while.
so to speak, sort of thing. So
yeah,
I think the
sweet.
forced air volcano would be a better option still. Like hitting.
It probably would. It probably would. I'm going to work on that double nostril adapter though. So, sell it to dentists. All you got to do is sell it to one dentist and then he sells it to one dentist. And it's like kind of build
Right
up
on.
a pyramid of sorts or something, but work on a couple different business models.
I mean, I got gas the other day, and they had like 5 different little nose cups that they fitted me for.
Well, man, get their nose cup guy. Like this sounds like this problem might be already solved.
Right.
Because it just hooks
Right.
up to a tube. Like you just have to
Yeah, just
adapt
hooks up
that
to a tube.
to whatever
Hook
vape.
that up to
and
the
then,
volcano.
It would, there would be like, in all honesty, for certain medical patients, something like that would probably be helpful, right? If you had an adapter, because some people have issues with their lungs and stuff like that, right? So the forced air is a really helpful thing.
all day.
So, there you go.
Well, dude,
Sweet.
thanks for that. Hang on, before you go, Emily, did we play everything that we needed to for Pete? Was there anything that we missed?
Oh man,
We're good. Awesome. Have you seen the Venti song? Since we're hitting the Venti, have you seen that?
If I don't know, it sounds
It's one of
familiar,
my
but do you
faves.
have it? Can you?
We gotta
can you
play it, man. It's
Okay,
fun.
Hey Venti, yeah, there's something I wanna say. I feel your vapor in my body every time I think of you. Hey Venti, even though you're so far away, I feel your vapor in my body every time I think of you, boy. Every time I think of you, girl. Every time I think of you.
Wow.
There you go. Thanks for hanging for it.
Bravo. Hats off to the video and it's good, man. Like that skit, that was hilarious. Like I was, not just because I was in it, like that was good. Like it was good.
And dude, now we got footage of you vaping the Venti through your fucking nose. So
Oh,
when
man.
when you make a return and the search for the Planet of the Vapes is
Sneaky
Evil Sneaky
Peter
Peter.
is going to be,
Taking it up the nose is what he's going to be doing.
It's going to be using it in some nefarious manner. I can only imagine.
That's right.
Sweet. Well, that's after the nose dabs or whatever they were, nose pulls. I better. It's past my bedtime, man. I'm an early, and you're on the other coast. I'm a real early to bed kind of guy. But
Yeah.
thanks a
Yeah,
lot for
cool.
having me on, guys. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. The songs were good, and I'm glad I tried the nose hits because you
Right.
know now I know when in doubt, hit it through your nose.
There you go,
That's my new
brother.
motto.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
thanks for coming on, man. You're the shit. It's always good having you. Thanks a lot, man.
All
Before
right,
you
guys.
drop, and I know everybody knows who you are, but do you want to plug yourself? You know, you want to drop
Sure.
some
Yeah.
plugs?
Yeah. Well, we've, YouTube, I post some stuff there as much as I can. A lot of the stuff I post on the Vape North YouTube channel, though. Great White North Vaporizer Company on YouTube. And then we have a website in Canada, vapenorth.ca, and then a website in the United States, sneakypetestore.com. And we've got all kinds of fun stuff there. And then also, even if you don't want to buy anything there, I have all my videos on there. We have like a new video every week. So that's definitely where I would ask you to watch them because it's really good for the SEO. So,
Awesome. And then what about
if
your
you don't
non-vape
mind
stuff?
What's that?
And what about your non-vape
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
'Cause
And then I
stumbled
also have
upon your
another
videos a few times.
Yeah, I have another channel, Sneaky Pete Product Reviews. A very clever name, you know. It took a long time to come up with that one. And yeah, there I do all non-vape related content. And that's actually a lot of fun because I really enjoy making videos. Like I always have made videos before I did anything, not before I vaped necessarily, but before I did anything vape, you know, and video related. And so it's really fun to do all those kind of videos. And it's also fun to do stuff on YouTube where you're monetized. They like want you to make content. They're like, hey, you know,
They'll
happy
ban
to
you?
do it. And you know, they're like plugging you and stuff like that. It's weird. You're not like the enemy. So I'm still waiting for the AI to match. Hey, this is the same person. You know, I don't know if we're kosher with all
Man,
of this or not, but
you make really fucking good videos, and I've found your Sneaky Pete product reviews several times just while researching products.
Really? Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Well,
yeah,
I
recently
appreciate
it
that,
was
man.
that DJI.
Oh, the
thing
Pocket 3.
Yeah, that thing you were carrying at the party.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy to see too how sometimes, like, especially I find with shorts, because those people, like, those are just the perfect thing for people's attention span these days. And so you'll just hit, you know, a viral video in the smallest possible sense, just in terms of like, you know, your views are like this, and then for 2 hours, and like you'll get, you know, the video has 12,000 total views and it gets 10,000 in 2 hours kind of thing, right? So it's always interesting to get those, but never anything more than like that. But for the Sneaky Pete product reviews with all those Casio watches, like people are into those, you know what I mean? People really like those, and a huge amount of viewers from India, like a huge amount of viewers. It's just they show the content there. There's a lot of people, you know, in India.
Inspiring me to make videos. I miss making
Sneaky
videos.
Peter's big in India, folks. I love it.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just, you know, I'll take it however I can get it. That works for me, you know. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun just doing different random stuff too. The only thing that's like just kind of that grates me about the videos is I made a video on this water pick. And I had this, and I planned this in my head way before we did this video. And I have this shot of there, and I thought it was really obvious, this joke that I was making. And so, because I'm just like doing a demo of the water pick, and I'm just like, oh, well, and I'm like, yeah, let me show you how it works. And then I'm showing it. And then I'm showing it like, I'm just like, oh, check this out. And I'm showing like a point of view, and I'm just pouring like a cup of water with like all these, like we added nachos. We just ripped all the nachos up to little bits, and it's like pieces of tortilla chip and like full olives. And like, I thought it was like really obvious. And then I'm saying, I was like, oh, that's fucking disgusting as I'm doing it. And it's just like, in total, there was like 2 people that got the joke. So it just really obviously wasn't as obvious as I thought it was. And I've had a number of people there's like, oh, you know, you should really take better care of your mouth. Like that was not very cool. Like so on the other way, there's like, yeah, I think you should see a dentist. Like that really is, you shouldn't have that much stuff in your mouth. And I'm like, go watch it if you haven't. It was you know, to me it was really funny, but at least it was funny to me. That's the main thing, right? At least I got a good laugh from it. And I did have like 1 or 2 people who commented on it, and it totally made it worthwhile. You know what I mean? Just that those 2 people were like, that was hilarious. I'm just like, yes, there you go. Like you got it. You know, so there you go.
I just get 2 nose vapors. We won tonight, so we just get 2 nose vapors.
There you go.
I need to
awesome. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, Pete, it's been great, man. Go to bed. We'll tuck you in.
I know I gotta have some. Have a great night, guys. Those nose hits, I tell you. Try that tonight if you haven't. See you later, everybody.
See you, Pete.
Peace,
Bye
Pete.
bye.
You're the best, buddy. He's so much fun,
shit.
man.
That was great.
Yeah, that was a great hanging with Pete. That's fun, man.
Sad we didn't get to sesh more when he was here in LA.
Yeah, he was such a short thing for him, man. Like we saw him at the party and he was gone the next morning, you know. So yeah, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes, man. Let's see.
Fuck, Jerry. These edibles got me high as tits.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah,
So what
for
was the
sure.
total on the edibles? What was the total consumed?
So the drink was 100. Let me count how many of the grapes are left. Oh, these childproof things are so hard to get open.
There were 10 to start, correct?
Okay. I ate 6. I ate
Okay,
6
so
of
we're
the
at 100,
grapes.
so we're at 160 mils. How many of these did you eat?
Also 6.
So 220 mils. Was that everything?
That's not it. I guess that's it.
Is that everything? What was that black thing you were snorting or pretending to snort? Nothing?
Oh, that is a
battery.
It's a battery, Jerry.
Okay, you're funny, man. That doesn't look like what you were doing, but okay.
It's a gaming inhaler.
Okay. Oh, it is. Okay, gaming inhaler.
Winter mint.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this one better. This one is just
that's a tampon right there.
Eat a dick.
I've seen one before. That's a tampon.
This one is straight up just peppermint oil, which I like a lot better. I can just refill it if I add peppermint oil.
All right, well, cool. So we know to aim for 200 now. If we're looking to get edible high, 200 milligrams, please. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, 200 is good.
And you're that's over the course of almost 2 hours now. So
yeah, and vaping like fucking skyrocketed it.
Yes,
like vaping a bowl, especially through the nose, or I don't know. I'd rather not do it through the nose. But when I vaped, it was like if I was at like a 4, it took me to like an 8.5 or an 8.9. It was like
nice,
like fast too.
That's what we want. All right, so a little baseline, and that was probably an hour after you started the edible trek. So right on.
Yeah, I think that's how edibles work in smaller doses or recreational doses for stoners who have a higher tolerance. You know, like if you smoke all day or vape all day and you take 100 mil if you eat 100 milligram edible, it's not really gonna like make you go to the fucking moon, but it's gonna give you like a baseline that so like when you vape a bowl or do a dab, then you fucking go to the moon or go to Saturn's moon. Does Uranus have a moon? Uranus has a moon. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about moons.
Moons of Uranus.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Well, start date 7/10/69. That was a great start date.
That was hilarious.
It's fucking perfect. I was listening to some of those deets. I love those deets. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, far out, Troy. We've been going at it a couple hours now.
I know. I need to go eat some food.
Yeah,
carefully. Very carefully.
All right. Well, we're gonna be around through the year, guys. So before Christmas and before New Year's, like it's a couple days before each or something.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here every Friday anyhow, so we'll still around if you want to hang out.
Yeah, right on. That's what's going on.
Yeah, and I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll be right here chilling. Probably more of a chill because it's Christmassy shit and stuff like that. So, but anyhow, you want to spend your Friday nights with us between now and the holidays? We'll be here. Baby. We'll be here.
I think we still got some fun vapes to show off. Still got some mail packages that we can open and shit like throughout the rest of the year. You know.
Yep. Yep. I know we got some mail time for sure. We can jump into, so we can do
But
some.
I'm not wearing a Santa suit. I'll tell you that right now.
You're not. You don't like that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not wearing a Santa suit.
Oh, for our Friday thing?
Yeah, I don't get paid enough to do that yet.
Huh. You'd look good in a Santa suit, man.
Oh, somebody was asking this versus Brilliant Cut earlier.
Yeah.
They're both good grinders. This one's a lot of fun.
There you go. That's a good way to say it.
The Brilliant Cut is like buttery smooth and very, what's the word for it? It's got a lot of finesse. It's like sexy smooth. This one wins the reach test because it's just fun to play with on my desk. But if I had travel daily with my grinder, I'd carry the Brilliant Cut 10 times versus this.
It's a heavy fucker, man.
It's heavy, and also this is just a minor gripe, but it's kind of hard to pick up if you're carrying it in a bag because it has a slip top basically. So you have to like mind your grip on this thing at all times, because if you carry it improperly, it's like a water weenie and it'll go flying out of your hand.
I forgot of you. This is true, man. That's so funny. You said that whole thing and you described it really well.
Have you ever had a water weenie? Remember those things?
That's what's so funny. The visuals you create, man. It's great. And the slipperiness. I think you said that really well, man. I think the Brilliant Cut is a better grinder. Like if you want the best grinder, I would get the Brilliant Cut grinder. The one I reach for and use is this because it's a spinny fuckery. The grind is good enough. It's nowhere. I don't think the grind is anywhere near Brilliant Cuts, but it's good enough. But this beats every grinder I have in terms of easy to turn. If you want something that's just easy to turn, like it is so easy to grind weed with this thing. Like I just kind of twist it a few times and then it's already back to spin.
Dude, it's so sharp. The teeth are so sharp.
True that. You know,
and they're stainless steel, so they're gonna stay sharp for a long ass time.
Yeah. Fucking A, man.
Fucking A. Fucking A. When I was a kid, that was the saying, man. Everybody was like, fucking A. Fucking A, Troy.
Fucking A, Troy.
Fucking A, right, man.
Oh, fucking A, right. That's that one. Fucking A, yeah. Motherfucking A. Dude, I'm good and baked. This was good tonight for me, man. You got baked off the Eddies. I got baked off all these old vapes.
Yep.
And we all took nose hits. Glad you were able to get the nose hits in, brother. I'm glad your mouth didn't explode.
Yeah, me too. That was fun. I'm glad to know that it's there as an option. I don't think I'm gonna utilize it again. I'll just like take a couple days off from vaping, honestly.
Right? Come back feeling good. So
yeah, because it was not terrible, but also not pleasant. You know?
Yeah.
Like I can still feel it. I can still feel the burn.
Like I don't want to make it a regular. It's just something I do every now and then, probably.
But I did feel like the effects, like immediately, like first inhale that I got vapor was like, you know, it really.
Maybe that blood goes straight to the dome.
Right? Maybe,
man. Maybe you can absorb that. It's a naping. That's it, Turbotrader.
Naping.
Yeah.
Vaping through the nipples.
Oh, I like where you went with that. That's even better. That would be La Leche. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but it made me.
I'm fucking with La Leche. So
okay.
Those are the militant breastfeeders. All right. All right. Well, let's end this thing, man. You guys have been awesome in the chat. We dig you. Love you, man.
See you next Friday.
Catch you next week.